what we're doing today is we are working on this particular greenhouse. And you see how there's plastic all around? It's 6mm plastic that we have put around for the last couple of years since we've built this. And by the way, those who have not followed me, this is from an old gazebo that got hit by a tree, so we had to take it down. So what we are doing is we're taking the plastic, the 6mm plastic sheeting off, and replacing it with some plastic wall, greenhouse wall that we have, which is left over from something we ordered. They did a poor job of sending us everything, so they ended up refunding me the money, and I ended up with the extra plastic. So that's a cool thing. So he's got one up, which is great, and I'm really happy about that. So now you're taking the plastic off, right?
Yeah.
Trying. Well, over here, what we're trying to do, we're going to be taking this plastic off, but also around the corner here, we've got water. So I have an idea for this, and I'm going to go get it in a few minutes. But I'm going to be using, I believe, horse pellets, I believe is what it's called, to go down on the ground to absorb this water. But up here, this is all coming down and replaced, if we have enough, plastic wall. And then the upper part up there will have wire for ventilation inside for the summer, spring months. That's what we're working on. Or, excuse me, that's what David's working on. And here are a few sheets of the plastic that we have. And I believe this particular one is cut to size. I'm not sure. He will let me know. Okay, so it stopped raining. Oh dear, dear, dear. This will dissipate. And I want to get in there and get some things started, but that's going to wait. That needs to breathe, to relax. Here we need to get some goldfish and let them swim a little bit. Maybe I should get some trout. Feed my lake. Oh, even back here it seems a bit much. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little deep. That's okay. This is very deep. Yeah, that's that's not cool. But you know what? In a month or two, I'm going to be complaining that there's no water, so we're going to do the best. But at least the sun is coming out. I don't know if you can see my shadow. That's a good sign. But this is telling me where I also need to work on deciding on whether raised beds or what I'm going to do. Oy, 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 oy. Hopefully the bleeding hearts will do well. From my understanding, they do well. They root in and do well. So we'll see. So what David has over here, I asked him to go get. This is something I picked up at Tractor Supply. And that's this pelletized bedding. This is horse. Okay, it's upside down. I'm not going to move my camera, make you dizzy. But this is pelletized bedding for horses. And I want to go over there and put it in to soak it in. That should help hold it back from going in there, and then I'm going to put another bag inside the greenhouse where it's all ick. Okay, David, do you have any recommendations?
Nope.
Okay, so in here, the water came in. So I am definitely, and this is something my neighbor did before. It comes in from the other side too, so it looks like it did come in again. But we are going to go and put some stuff around. This was one bag that I put in there, and what's happening with this horse pellet stuff is that it expands with the rain, which is what I want, which will stop it from going into the greenhouse, at least until we can get in there. So this is nice, it's soft. No, we don't grow anything over here right now. We will be putting something here for like sunflowers and stuff, but we're gonna wait for this whole wall to get in there. But that's what happens after it sits there and it breaks down, and it's all good. It should be good for a while, at least through this spring flood stuff. The water has gone down a little bit. It's a few hours later after it stopped raining, and this is the pathway out to the driveway, and it's still draining out, as you can see. The one thing that we're going to do is we're going to be putting small rocks along this way because this was really full. And even in this area, it's still rather full. One of the things I did this past week is this blueberry bush, which was over 5 feet, wasn't looking good, so I just cut it down and it looks so much better and healthier. So all good things are happening. So